Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here, and it is time for part 3, the final part of the Monday Q&A. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, first question. How do you increase explosive power at the bottom of a squat? I think the best way to do this is to do pause squats. Now granted, you're pulling the myotatic reflex out when you drop down into a deep squat and you pause for 1 to 2 seconds before you come up, or even a 1 full second. You are losing part of that stretch reflex out of the bottom, and that stretch reflex will give you a lot of your power, but you are training yourself to overcome the resistance out of the bottom without using that stretch reflex, so that when you go back to using it, you're going to be a lot more explosive coming out of the bottom. And I would also recommend practicing going a little deeper than you would normally go. If you need more power out of the bottom of your contest depth on a squat, you might want to consider going a couple inches below that and practicing. And interesting you asked that, because for me that is something I've really struggled with, and I've switched back over to full raw lifting. And for me, I spent the first 3 weeks doing pause squats, ass to grass, and now I drop down ass to grass and I use a myotatic reflex and explode out of the bottom. And I am adding weight to the bar successfully, weight and reps, every single week. But I had plenty of lockout strength, and I've been struggling at the bottom, and that's the method that I have personally used to bring mine back up. Alright, next question. Getting weaker on squats, but bench press and deadlift are increasing. I'm using a 5-3-1 parameter, and it's helped in everything except squat. Reasons why. Yeah, that's pretty rare that someone's deadlift is going up and their squat is actually going down slightly. So there's definitely something wrong there, and I would say in your case, you're going to be one of those people who needs a higher frequency of squatting to progress on it. And 5-3-1, unless you're using a squat accessory, using squats as one of the accessory lifts on one of the templates on the deadlift day, you're only squatting once a week. And for a lot of people, that's simply not going to get it done. Their squat can regress, or certainly progress much, much slower than it should, whereas in a lot of people, in fact the majority of people, can continue to progress very, very well on their deadlift, doing it only once a week. So in your case, I would recommend working in on your deadlift day. If you're going to run a 5-3-1 protocol, make sure you're doing it 4 days a week, and so that you have a deadlift and a squat day, and you need to do squats after your deadlift during that protocol, so that you're training that lift twice a week. It's just that once it's a primary, and the other time it's being done as a secondary lift. And hopefully that should help for you. But without knowing more, it's kind of hard for me to assess that. Alright, last question. Why does everyone, especially the pros, all use really soft, slow beta fag music for their posing routines? Well, if it was me personally, I would prefer to be up there with some hard blasting death metal or speed metal. But I think it's fair to say that their selection is often done to score them points with the judges. And no offense intended to anybody, but a lot of the people who are going to tend to be judging bodybuilding shows, there's going to be a tendency towards the homosexual males. The sport itself is very, very geared towards homosexual males in general, and a lot of the judges tend to be that way. They tend to be bisexual or gay, and therefore they try to pick music that is probably going to appeal more to that demographic, rather than their own personal choice of music, because a lot of those bodybuilders are training to death metal or gangster rap and other things when they train, and that's certainly not what they're posing to. And again, I think a lot of it comes down to trying to appeal to the judges, and a case of trying to just be artistic rather than use what would be their personal choice of music. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on it today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.